Hello there and welcome to today's video, a message from a 73-year-old marketer. Yep, me, a 73-year-old marketer. I want to share some home truths with you and I hope you find it helpful and hope you find it useful. Let me start by saying this. Do you feel like you're overwhelmingly busy? Do you feel like you just don't have darn time to do the basic essentials you've got in life right now, to do your to-do list, for example, to do a bit of cooking or whatever you want to do? Do you always find that you're just so busy that you don't get around to doing the things you really want to do? Can you relate to this in any way, shape or form? Because if you do, then something's wrong. I mean, something is really wrong, okay? And I want to share some thoughts with you today that may help you, okay? I mean, I am no expert, but after 73 years on this earth and the last 35 years in sales and marketing, I've learned a few tough tricks and I want to share them with you in the hope that it may help you in your future going forward, okay? And I want to start with this. A few days ago, I heard this song. Actually, I think it was an Iranian folk singer, but they had English subtitles. And the thing that grabbed my attention was the actual melody within the actual song itself. And the thing I kept repeating was this: just make sure the young wolf in you takes care of the old wolf that you will become. Right? Just make sure the young wolf in you takes care of the old wolf in you that you will most definitely become. I want you to think along those lines, okay? I want you to think very carefully what that means to you right now. And I want to share some thoughts that may help you to do just that. My name is Peter Beckenham, the village marketer. And as I implied earlier, yes, I'm an ancient marketer. I'm a 73-year-old marketer, and I live in a little Thai village way up near the Cambodian border. Okay, my first question to you is this. 5 or 10 years ago, did you think that you'd be in the financial position you are today, okay? Because if not, well, don't you think it's really a time to make a change? Maybe a change in your habits, maybe a change in your mindset, maybe a change in your routine. Something needs to change if things didn't happen and are not happening the way that you hoped, planned, expected and dreamed about 5 or 10 years ago, all right? Maybe you should think about this. There's no point, and I'm not putting down the Tony Robbins of this world because they are brilliant people, but there's no point in just watching Tony Robbins motivational videos and getting a bit of a buzz about it, right, for a few moments and then going back to what you're doing. I mean, that's completely a waste of time. Truly it is. I mean, who's fooling who? You need to be, how would you say that? You need to be truthful. You need to be honest with yourself. You need to think, what's stopping you from doing what you ought to do to get what you really want to do and what you want to be, okay? So, to be honest, I want you to start accepting some accountability for your situation right now. Don't blame anyone else. Don't blame the world. Don't blame it. Nothing. I mean, I could be blaming, for example, Facebook and internet connections right now because it keeps flashing at me all the time, driving me crazy, all right? But all I'm saying is stop winging it. Do things a little differently if you can, okay? And what my real message is that I don't want you to reach my old age, right, and be faced with the fact that, oh, I didn't have time. I wish I could have, but I didn't have time. Or I ran out of time. Because if you reach 73 years of age and you have that situation, then woe be upon you, because you can avoid it right now because you're not as old as me, right? What you need to do is this. If you ran out of time or you didn't have time, then it simply means you didn't put enough importance on the things that you needed to do when you did have the time. You had no urgency. You thought you were probably bulletproof. I don't know, okay? Whatever it is. But if you're 25 or 35 or 45 years of age right now, let's say you're 43 years of age, you've got 30 years to catch me, right? You have no excuse when you get to my age if you say to me, I ran out of time. Well, I won't be here in 30 years. Well, if I am, I'm going to be pretty darn old, right? But You won't have any excuses for yourself to say, I didn't have time, because this old bugger in Thailand at least warned you once, all right? And as Seth Godin once said, what we need to do is give all of ourselves a big bloody itch to scratch, a desire we need to create for ourselves in order to generate some action, some movement that gets us out of the damn rut that we're in right now. Now, to help you do that, here are some simple suggestions that I have found helpful and I hope you find helpful. 1, get up an hour earlier. If you normally get up at 7, get up at 6, okay? Get up an hour earlier and add that to your day. I don't mean get up an hour earlier and watch CNN or whatever you want to watch. Get up an hour earlier and start an hour earlier. 2, stop multitasking. I can tell you, mate, ladies, some of you can do it. I appreciate that. But us guys, we're bloody useless at it, right? And a lot of ladies are too. I can tell you, if you are multitasking, then you're not that productive. You can't be that productive, okay? 3, think about yourself. Think about what you do. Check what you do at least once. Spend one day and log what you spend your time on. Just one day. Have a look at what it is and be bloody honest with yourself. See what time you spend and where you spend it. You may get a very rude surprise, because I'm telling you the theme of this message is you may not have the time. Make it now, okay? Next one, get rid of the mess around you. Get organized. Get the clutter out of the road. If you've got a cluttered desk, then you're going to have a cluttered mind. If you've got a cluttered mind, you can't get anything done, okay? I'm not asking you to be 100% perfect, 100% organized. Just get a bit better. Next, stop winging it every day. But more importantly, stop reacting to everybody else. Stop working on other people's agendas. Just because someone sends you an email or writes a Facebook post, right? Okay, it doesn't mean that you have to stop everything you're doing and attend to that. You look after yourself first. Which means you need to have focus, which means you need to have some priorities, okay? And that's what this message is all about. Get yourself bloody organized, right? And that implies the next one. Stop being easily distracted. You will be easily distracted if you don't have a real sense of urgency or importance about the tasks that you have to do each and every day to achieve what you want to achieve when you want to achieve it. Now think about this very carefully. What's it going to be like for you in the next 5 or 10 years if you continue to do what you're doing right now? I mean, after all, it didn't happen from 5 or 10 years ago. Are you sure what you're doing right now is going to give you what you want in the next 5 or 10 years? Because if it's not, be bloody honest with yourself. Please be honest with yourself. As I said earlier, don't get there 10 years from now saying, oh, I wish. Oh, if only I could. Oh, I ran out of time. That is no excuse. It's truly no excuse. This is some home truths, but it's really very honest. And I can tell you, because from my perspective at 73 years of age, I have to value every day as much as I can. And if you're in my situation, I'll share something personal with you. I was diagnosed with severe, incurable heart disease 7 years ago. I lived with it day in and day out, okay? It's never going to beat me. Well, it may one day, but I'm going to go down fighting, okay? My bottom line is this. I value every day. When I wake up in the morning, I say thank you. I say thank you from the bottom of my heart. So I truly value. And I can tell you, I have been through some tough times. I have made a mess of many things. And I actually did think at one stage I didn't have the time. But now, thankfully, I can say to myself, yes, I have done what I wanted to achieve. And I want to share my thoughts, my help, my support, my interest, my empathy, my understanding with everybody else, okay? Next one. Have a simple daily routine, okay? And stick to it. Haven't got to be complicated. Just put 3 or 4 tasks down. By the way, and your daily routine should include a nighttime routine. In other words, just before you hit the sack, right? Have some sort of routine that allows you to relax. That doesn't mean you're putting on some sort of educational MP3 program in your head, right? Relax. Get away from things. Relax. Because if you can't relax, you're not going to be productive and you can't be creative either. Next, get your mindset and your honesty right. Now, what I mean by this is this, because I was talking to a few guys this week and they said, look, I know Peter, this sounds bad, but truly I'm working as hard as I can. I just don't have the time to spend with my family, right? Hear what I've just said? I don't have the time to spend with my family. I asked both of these guys, okay, this same question. And it's this. Tell me, what you're really saying to me is this. I could spend more time with my family, but my work is more important. Think about that. Be bloody honest with yourself. I could spend more time with my family, but really my work's got a higher priority right now. Now, you can rationalize any way you like, but that's a key issue. Please, just because you're a hard worker doesn't mean you're a great person. Your family needs you, not just financially, but they need your presence. They need your love. They need your attention, okay? So please make sure you do that, all right? So they're the thoughts, okay, I want to share with you. And the major point is this. Just make sure the young wolf in you takes care of the old wolf in you that you will become one day. That is my real message to you. I really hope you found this helpful. Thank you very much for joining me. One last thing, if you're not a member of my Facebook group and you'd like to come and join this ancient marketer, right? It's called Your Next Level. Your Next Level. Look at it, look for it on Facebook, answer the 3 simple questions and come and join my tribe. I'd be delighted and excited to have you. All the very best indeed, and don't forget, make sure that young wolf in you takes care of the old wolf you're going to become. Take care. Bye for now.